The agricultural sector has a special importance for Uruguay's social and economic development, as it provides practically all of the food consumed by the country and also generates a high percentage of its foreign exchange. Agricultural production also gives dynamism to other sectors of the economy, such as the industrial and services sectors, by creating employment opportunities and generating added value. This enables us to define the agribusiness as a key factor in the national economy. Since long time ago, all land and agricultural use aptitude has been occupied in Uruguay. This stresses the need for a more efficient use of the country's natural resources. But this must be achieved through conservationist production systems, which ensure maintaining their productive capacity over the long term, as well as strengthening the social structures surrounding the agricultural production. Productivity indexes for several agricultural products still show the existence of sizable gaps between present and potential production levels, when soil conditions, climate and water availability are taken into account. In that sense, the development of appropriate technologies with an approach that considers integrating in harmony economic, environmental and social dimensions is visualized as the only possible way towards sustainable development for the agricultural sector. By the mid-80s, Uruguay addressed a process for a profound revision of its national agricultural research system, which culminated in the passing of a law by Parliament for the creation of the National Agricultural Research Institute, INIA, its acronym in Spanish, committed to generate knowledge and technologies for the agricultural sector. INIA was created in 1989 as a non-government public law entity. It is an autonomous institution in both technical and administrative terms, basically financed with the revenue from a tax on farm sales plus a matching fund from the government. It is conducted by a 4-member board of directors, in which 2 of them participate representing the national government, proposed by the Ministry of Livestock, Agriculture and Fisheries, and 2 representing the farmers, who are proposed by 5 farmers' organizations. Public-private co-governing and co-funding under this legal figure allows a dynamic and efficient style of institutional management. The institute is coordinated at a central level by the national director and 4 managers. There are 5 regional directors who are at the head of their respective experiment stations, covering the country's entire agricultural land and its diverse agro-ecosystems. These experiment stations are the site for INIA's 11 national research programs, which are related to major value chains or strategic areas, with 6 technical units with functions which extend across the research programs. INIA La Estanzuela is situated in the center of the crops and livestock region of Uruguay's western border and develops research projects related to crops, beef cattle, dairy cattle, sheep, pastures, and environmental sustainability. Integrating crops and animal production into diversified agricultural systems, which include the rotation of edible crops with pastures, constitutes the basis for research in this region. INIA Las Brujas is situated in the south of the country, near Montevideo, in a region which mainly grows vegetables and fruits. It develops research projects in horticulture, fruit production and family farming. Considering the characteristics of its area of influence, Las Brujas places major attention to the problems faced by vegetable and small livestock farmers, not only through technological recommendations appropriate to their realities, but also through integrated projects developed with other organizations. INIA Salto Grande is situated on the northern border of the Uruguay River, and it covers citrus, fruit and vegetable production for that region. Research here is conducted towards the strengthening of the citrus export sector and in support early season fruit and vegetable production. INIA Tacuarembó is situated in the geographical center of the country, within a region mainly oriented to extensive livestock production, although including areas with an important potential for crop and forestry productions. Research projects are conducted for beef cattle, sheep, pastures and forestry production, mainly attending demands from production systems based on basaltic and sandy soils, which occupy nearly the 40% of the national territory. INIA 33 is situated in the Marine Lagoon Basin, a region with the potential for the production of crops and livestock through rice pasture rotation systems. It carries on research projects particularly on pastures, animal production and rice, while also paying attention to other kinds of production which are relevant in this region. Amongst these, cow-calf systems are particularly predominant in the eastern hill rangeland. Farmers have direct participation in running the institute through the regional advisory councils, which are part of the organization acting in support, consultation and advisory to the regional directors. This mechanism is reinforced with the operation of working groups, which collaborate in the process of planning, monitoring and results dissemination of research projects. INIA has a strategy for the dissemination of technological information, based upon its articulation with organizations of technical assistance and extension. One of the main components of this strategy is the development of technological updating activities with the direct participation of farmers and technical advisors, as field days, open days, seminars. Other important components for the dissemination of information are publications, videos, and the web page. Towards the fulfillment of its duties, INIA keeps a close relationship with other institutions, both national and international, which are related to agricultural research and development. At the international level, INIA develops networks and agreements with numerous organizations, which allows a broad access to scientific and technical knowledge. At the national level, the aim is to articulate its lines of work with other organizations integrating a national system for research and innovation. INIA devotes a sustained effort in the training and specialization of its human resources. In their different categories and functions, attaining high levels of qualification, which consolidates its people as the Institute's principal asset. Through the course of its actions, INIA has been recognized as a modern and dynamic institution for agricultural research and innovation, generating products and technologies which contribute to Uruguay's development.